Have you ever walked into your living room, looked around at the clutter, and thought to yourself, where did all this stuff come from? And how am I going to deal with it? Maybe you've even tried to clean it all at once, only to end up feeling more tired than accomplished. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many women over 60 feel the same way, because keeping a clean, peaceful home shouldn't feel like a full-time job. And yet, somehow, it often does. Here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this hard. You don't need to deep clean for hours every day or chase dust bunnies with a vacuum the size of a small car. You just need a few smart habits, gentle changes you can make to your routine that keep your home clean and tidy without draining your energy. Today, we're going to walk through 15 of these smart habits together, starting with just a few simple steps that can make a big impact. These aren't just cleaning tricks. They're little acts of self-care that help you feel more in control, more peaceful, and more proud of your space. Let's start with a chore that seems small, but somehow piles up faster than we expect: laundry. If your laundry room always seems to have a mysterious mountain of mismatched socks and shirts, don't worry. You're not imagining it. Laundry is one of those tasks that sneaks up on us, and it becomes harder when we don't have a system. One of the easiest ways to stay ahead of it is to put a laundry basket in every bedroom. Sounds simple, right? But it works. Instead of running around gathering dirty clothes from behind chairs or under beds, you've already got everything in one spot. It's a small shift that saves you time, energy, and those awkward bends that can strain your back. I keep a soft, light basket in each room, and it's made such a difference. No more chasing socks like they're hiding from me. And here's something else that changed the game in my house: setting dedicated laundry days. Mine are Wednesday and Saturday, and I stick to them like clockwork. It takes the guesswork out of the week. I know when the machines will be running, and my clothes stay in rotation. No more last-minute searches for clean pajamas or favorite shirts. You might prefer Monday or Friday. It doesn't matter what day you choose, just that you pick one and stay consistent. That rhythm will give you peace of mind and a little extra space in your brain for more joyful things. Now let's talk about a space that tends to get grimy faster than we'd like: your bathroom. If you've ever put off cleaning it until it feels overwhelming, you're not alone. But what if I told you that you could keep it fresh without ever scheduling a bathroom cleaning day again? The trick is to clean as you go, just a little bit here and there. Next time you wash your hands, don't just rinse and walk away. Take a moment to use that soapy lather on your hands to give the sink a quick wipe. That's right, your hands are already soapy, so give the basin a swirl. It takes 5 seconds and prevents that toothpaste crust and grimy buildup that makes you cringe later. And it feels oddly satisfying, like you've stolen back a little win from a usually annoying task. And while you're in the shower, waiting for your conditioner to work its magic, grab a small scrubber and give the tiles a gentle once-over. The steam loosens everything, so it wipes away easily. You're not doing a deep clean, just a quick swipe while you're already there. Multitasking like this isn't about doing more, it's about doing smarter. I like to keep a small sponge tucked in the shower just for this. It makes me feel like I'm staying one step ahead of the mess. One more tiny switch that makes a big difference in your bathroom: liquid soap. I know, bar soap has its charm, and maybe it reminds you of your mother's sink or your childhood home. But it also leaves that stubborn scum that clings to your soap dish, your sink, and even your shower walls. Liquid soap doesn't do that. It rinses clean, reduces buildup, and saves you from all that unnecessary scrubbing. Sometimes the future really is better. Okay, we've taken care of laundry and the bathroom. Now let's head into the kitchen for just a moment, specifically your microwave. It's easy to forget about it until you open the door and see those splatters from yesterday's soup staring you down. You don't need to launch a full attack. Instead, let the microwave do the hard work for you. Here's how. Right after heating up your food, open the door while it's still warm and steamy. That steam? It's your new best friend. Grab a soft cloth or sponge and give the inside a gentle wipe. The heat has already loosened the gunk, so it comes off with almost no effort. You'll be amazed at how quick it is, and you'll thank yourself next time you open the door to reheat your coffee and aren't greeted by dried spaghetti sauce. And please, do yourself a favor and start using a splatter cover if you don't already. It's a simple little thing that sits over your plate and keeps food from splashing all over. I resisted it for years, thinking it wasn't necessary. I was wrong. Now I wouldn't dream of using the microwave without it. It's one of those small habits that makes you feel like you've got your act together, even when you're heating up leftover chicken soup in your pajamas. These little changes may not seem like much, but when you put them together, they create something powerful. They create a home that feels easier to care for. A space that doesn't demand all your energy but still welcomes you with peace and comfort. And isn't that what we all want? There's something so empowering about looking around your home and thinking, I've got this. It's not about perfection, it's about ease. About feeling like you're in control of your space instead of your space controlling you. And with just a few of these smart habits in place, that feeling becomes more than possible. It becomes normal. Now that you've started building a better rhythm with laundry, your bathroom is staying fresher with almost no effort, and your microwave is no longer a battlefield. It's time to keep that momentum going, because we're just getting started. Have you ever opened your dishwasher and thought, this thing works harder than I do some days? It scrubs your plates, shines your glasses, and handles those greasy pots like a champ. But here's something a lot of people don't realize. Your dishwasher needs a little love too. Just like any appliance, it builds up grime over time. Soap scum, leftover food particles, even a little mildew if the door stays closed too long. But giving it a refresh is easier than you think. Once a month, or even every couple of weeks, just place a cup of white vinegar on the top rack and run it through a normal cycle with no dishes inside. That's it. No scrubbing, no chemicals, no hard work. The vinegar does the heavy lifting, breaking down residue and neutralizing odors. You'll be surprised how fresh and clean your dishwasher smells afterward. And your dishes will sparkle a little more too. And while we're at it, let's stop thinking of the dishwasher as a one-trick pony. It's not just for forks and coffee mugs. That handy machine can also clean greasy oven racks, dusty fridge shelves, and even small light fixture covers. Yes, really. As long as the item is dishwasher safe, load it in carefully and let the machine do what it does best. It's like having an extra pair of hands without lifting a finger. And while the dishwasher hums away, you can put your feet up or tackle something else on your own time. Now let's talk about something a little less glamorous, but oh so necessary. Trash. More specifically, how to stop your trash can from turning your kitchen into a no-go zone. No one wants to talk about garbage, but we all deal with it. And when the can starts to smell, or worse, leaks, it can ruin the whole feeling of a clean home. So here's a tiny habit that changes everything. Line the bottom of your trash can with a few layers of crumpled newspaper. Sounds old-fashioned, but it works. The paper absorbs any unexpected drips and catches odors before they rise up to greet you. Want to go a step further? Add a drop or two of essential oil, lavender, lemon, eucalyptus, whatever scent makes you smile. Every time you open the lid, you'll be met with a soft, clean fragrance instead of a stinky surprise. It's a small act of care, but one that makes your kitchen feel more welcoming. I call it my secret little luxury. Now let me tell you about one thing that has absolutely changed how I clean: a cordless handheld vacuum. If you've ever wrestled with a heavy corded vacuum, tripping over the wire, dragging it room to room, you'll understand the joy of cutting that cord. Cordless vacuums are light, fast, and easy to use. No setup, no dragging the machine out of a closet. Just grab it and go. Whether it's crumbs on the floor after a snack, dust gathering under the coffee table, or little tufts of pet hair hiding along the baseboard, you can clean them in seconds without breaking a sweat. I keep mine charging in the hallway so it's always ready. And the best part? You don't need to wait for a cleaning day to use it. If you see something, you handle it. No buildup, no stress. Just a tidy home that stays that way, one quick swipe at a time. This next one is so simple it's almost laughable, but it works wonders. No shoes in the house. That's it. Just start leaving your shoes by the door. 90% of the dirt in our homes comes in from outside. Mud, dust, pollen, you name it. All of it sticks to our shoes and rides right in with us. But when you stop that mess at the door, you suddenly find yourself vacuuming less, mopping less, and enjoying cleaner floors for longer. You don't need a fancy setup, just a little bench, a shoe rack, maybe a cozy basket for slippers. It's a small shift that makes a big difference. And let's be honest, who wants to clean floors more than they have to? I sure don't. Now, let's talk about those little pauses in your day. Waiting for water to boil, standing by the microwave, or holding for someone to pick up the phone. What do you usually do? Stare off into space? Scroll your phone? Why not turn those moments into tiny victories? Keep a cloth near the counter and give it a quick wipe. Tidy that drawer you've been ignoring for months. Fold a towel or two. You'd be amazed how much better your space feels when you use those in-between moments to give it a little love. I've made a habit of straightening things whenever I'm waiting. It doesn't take much effort, but it adds up to something wonderful over time. And if you're feeling extra motivated, try adding a bit of movement while you clean. Nothing intense, just light exercise, stretching, toe touches, a little dancing while you vacuum. Folding laundry, add a few leg lifts. Wiping the counter, try standing on your toes. It might sound silly, but these small motions help keep your body active without setting foot in a gym. And let's face it, our bodies need all the gentle movement they can get, especially as we age. Cleaning doesn't have to be a chore. It can be an opportunity to move, to feel strong, and to take care of yourself in the process. Sometimes the hardest part of cleaning is simply getting started. You look around, see a mess, and suddenly it all feels like too much. That's when I turn to my favorite trick, the 3-2-1 method. It's as simple as it sounds. Take a breath, count down out loud, 3, 2, 1, and move. Just start. No thinking, no debating. Just action. It works because it shuts off the overthinking part of your brain. It gets you out of your head and into motion. And once you start, just a few steps, you'll find the rest flows so much easier. It's not about cleaning the whole house in one go. It's about starting. You can't finish what you never begin, and this little countdown gives you the nudge you need to cross that line. Now that your hands are moving and your energy is up, let's make sure you're set up for success moving forward. Because the best way to keep things clean is to make it easy to clean. That's where this next habit comes in, keeping supplies handy. Don't store all your sprays and cloths in one spot across the house. Instead, place a small kit in each area you clean often: the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom. Just the basics: a microfiber cloth, a little all-purpose spray, maybe a disinfecting wipe or two. That way, when you see a mess, you can deal with it right then and there. No walking across the house, no excuses, no build-up. It's all about making things simple and immediate. Having tools within arm's reach turns a chore into a quick task, and that makes all the difference. You'll find yourself wiping the mirror without even thinking about it, or spraying down the sink as you brush your teeth. Cleaning becomes less of a production and more of a natural part of your day. And that's exactly what we want. A home that stays lovely with less effort, not more. Once your cleaning supplies are right where you need them, something magical happens. You stop thinking of cleaning as a big event and start treating it like a little moment of care, just part of your rhythm, like making your morning tea or fluffing your pillow before bed. And when it comes to rhythm, nothing sets a soothing pace quite like a 5-minute evening reset. I started doing this years ago, and it's one of the best habits I've ever picked up. Every evening, right before I settle in with a book or my favorite show, I take just 5 minutes to walk through the house and tidy up. I fluff the couch pillows, put away that book I was reading, wipe the crumbs off the kitchen counter, and straighten up anything that's out of place. That's it. No big cleaning, no pressure, just a gentle reset. The beauty of this habit isn't just in the results, it's in how it feels. When I wake up in the morning, my home feels calm, clear, welcoming. There's no mess pulling my attention or draining my energy before the day even begins. It's like giving my future self a small gift, a head start, a deep breath, a gentle, "You've got this." Of course, not everything can be handled in 5 minutes. Some chores, the ones we love to put off, take a little more time. But that doesn't mean they need to be overwhelming. In fact, the key is not to do everything at once. Instead, try this. Pick just one deep cleaning task each week. That's all. One. Maybe this week, it's the fridge. You pull out those forgotten leftovers, wipe the shelves, and make space for fresh meals. Next week, maybe it's the baseboards, or the windows, or under the bed. Rotate through those deeper tasks 1 week at a time, and suddenly your home stays in great shape, with no marathon cleaning days, no aching back, and no stress. Just slow, steady care. It's a rhythm that's kind to your body and good for your peace of mind. Now let's talk about something a little different. Stuff. The kind that creeps in slowly. Holiday gifts, knickknacks, another cardigan you didn't really need but couldn't resist. Before you know it, the house feels crowded. Not dirty, but full. Heavier. Harder to breathe in. That's where one of my favorite habits comes in. The one in, one out rule. It's simple. For every new item that comes into your home, something else goes out. Buy a new sweater. Let go of one you haven't worn in a year. Get a new kitchen gadget. Donate that old one gathering dust. It doesn't need to be strict or stressful. It's just a gentle guideline to help you keep your home feeling balanced and breathable. And you know what? It works. Your drawers start to close easier. Your closet feels like a place to shop, not a place to avoid. And most importantly, your home begins to reflect who you are now, not who you were 10 years ago or the person you thought you might become. It's about honoring your present self and letting go of what no longer serves you. Speaking of letting go, do you ever find little things around the house with no home? A single glove, a random button, a mystery charger that fits something, but you're not quite sure what. We all have those wandering items, and left unchecked, they scatter everywhere and make the whole house feel messier than it really is. Here's what I do. I keep a lost and found box in the hallway. Nothing fancy, just a small bin where I toss anything that's out of place but doesn't yet have a destination. Once a week, usually on Sunday afternoon with a cup of tea in hand, I go through it. I return what belongs, donate what I don't need, and toss what can't be salvaged. It's a quiet little ritual that brings so much peace. It feels like tying up the loose ends of the week, smoothing out the rough edges. And every time I do it, I feel more connected to my home, like I'm having a conversation with it. I see you, I care for you. Let's tidy up together. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want you to take a moment and breathe. Think about your home, not the way it should be, but the way you want it to feel. Peaceful, clean, safe, yours. These habits we've talked about today aren't about chasing perfection. They're about creating a space that supports you, that lifts your spirits instead of weighing you down. You don't have to do them all at once. In fact, I hope you don't. Pick just one or two that speak to you and let them become part of your daily rhythm. Then add another when you're ready. Over time, these small shifts will add up to something big, something beautiful, a home that feels lighter, a body that feels less tired, a spirit that feels more free. And most importantly, I want you to remember this. You deserve a home that brings you peace. You deserve routines that honor your time and energy. And you absolutely have the strength and wisdom to create that life, one simple habit at a time. If this video brought a little spark of motivation to your day, I'd love for you to leave a comment below. Share one habit you're excited to try, or one that's already worked for you. Your words might be just what another woman needs to hear today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps more women like us find helpful, uplifting content. Don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Faith Journey and tap the bell so you'll be notified when we share more tips and encouragement to help you live your best life at any age. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I'm proud of you, truly, for caring about your space, for being open to change, for showing up for you. Here's to a home that supports your spirit and a life that feels a little lighter with every passing day. You've got this. And I'll see you in the next video.